Come on. Let's go bye-bye. Like it that much.
You digging it? Morning, everybody. Just getting up, gonna make some coffee. Start getting ready. I think it's 7:30, something like that. We'll go check out this little wild, I believe it's called Wild Horse Canyon. There's a slot canyon in there about 2 miles. We'll check it out. And then, I don't know, go from there. About to take off out the door. Got somewhat of the bare essentials. Got a first aid kit. I'm gonna pack one. Bible in case I run into somebody that feels led to start reading the word. Some water. Just a bare minimum. But I'm gonna get my stuff together. Irritate the cat a little bit. Go ahead and take on off. Right now, I think the name of the road that I'm on is Wild Horse Road. Got about 3 miles to the trailhead, I believe. But it's pretty neat out here. There's people boondocking all over the place. Just passed about 4 people that are along the edge of the cliffs back there, boondocking. There's people straight ahead over this hill. There's people off to the right. Such a neat area though. It's definitely God's creation. Just look at the sign. Somewhat look over that map again and head on out. Let's show you guys. Such a neat area though. I think my whole intentions of today was talking about spiritual warfare, but I ended up, I was gonna touch on this subject probably 5 other times, but I believe that subject is meant for a later date. I'll show you guys this sign. So that's where we are. We're gonna go up here. This discussion is gonna be somewhat about feeling compelled or feeling led. For me, it was feeling led to go out in nature, led to start going to church, led to start volunteering, and then led to start spreading the word. I think there's all times where we all have that different urge that we just need to do something. And so many of us just sit back and do nothing. And I think we need to start saying yes more often. as long as it leads to a good thing, if that makes sense. Big old stump of a tree growing in the middle of a wash. I don't know why, that's pretty neat. It's so wild how you can come around the corner and the scenery, just everything changes. And in a way it's the same, but it's like a whole new piece of art. .47 miles. From the trailhead. This is wicked. I feel like this is as good a place as any. 2 Corinthians 5:14. For the love of Christ controls us, because we have concluded this, that one has died for all, therefore all have died. I'm gonna put my coffee down for this one. A hop, skip, and a jump. Oh yes, you see that? This is where it splits. There's Belt Canyon, and then to the right, Little Wild Horse Canyon. I don't know why I got such a fascination with slot canyons. Definitely do not come out here if it is raining. Could easily flash flood and would not be good. If you look at that brush right there, even this one, you can see how it's been laid over from the water. You always need to be cautious. John 14:15. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. Luke chapter 6, verse 46. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I tell you? I know over the past few years, even just yesterday, I heard a story from an artist. He put out a song. I don't remember if he said he was sitting in church or what, but he felt led to give the church all his money. He said it was like a couple $1,000s. And then a few days later, his song just blew up. Time and time again, when you listen to God, He is going to bless you. There's so many stories out there. This is wicked. It's probably the wrong word to use, huh? Ouch. This is insane. Oh gosh. Might as well record this. See if I get anything silly on camera. Oh. We're good. We're good. So I'll have to look in a little while and figure out the math on how far I made it in. But apparently, I believe just a little wide for comfort scale on that one. But to my defense, there's two couples that turned around before me. But one couple had a dog, so that was understandable. That second couple, they probably came in from the backside, so the joke's on me, I guess. How did I get up here? I think when it comes to being compelled, have you ever had a family member, like grandpa or grandma, that's getting too old to cut the grass? Have you ever seen someone down on their luck where you might be able to help them out? Whether it's a meal, whether just anything. There's so many things that we could feel led to or compelled to do. But like always, make sure you pray. Pray about everything. I know a lot of us have already heard, probably 1,000,000 times. But we don't know what the next person is going through, what kind of situation they're in. Giving them that gratitude, the kindness, the good morning, the thank you, the holding the door open. I believe it goes a long ways. It's a short little story. When I was going through a breakup with my ex, I was pretty down, but I don't remember I was going to get breakfast at Burger King. No, it's great, but there was a guy sitting on the sign, just kicking his feet. His shoes were off, his backpack was down, and in my head he was struggling or homeless, and I was in a bad mood. And I was walking in and I was just like, I felt led to buy him breakfast. So my stunning personality yells at him, "Hey, you want some breakfast?" Probably in the most meanest way but I laugh at it, but it's horrible. I don't know if it's just because I needed someone to talk to, but the way I came off was definitely not pleasant. It was not pleasing. I can only imagine what that guy was thinking, what was going through his head. It was not a very godly way to act. Hey, this is just gonna be somewhat of a quick little insert. I made that video yesterday of Wild Horse Canyon. And whenever I talk or put things into words, seems like I almost do it in riddles and don't actually give anything of a context. So I figured I'll just throw this in real quick. When it comes to being led or feeling compelled by the Holy Spirit, it ain't necessarily going to be something that we hear or whatever the case may be. It's going to be that urge in the back of your mind, your heart, your soul. Just paying attention to the little things. You notice your neighbor's weeds are growing. Do you feel compelled to go cut the grass? You know your grandma or grandpa can't cut the grass anymore. Do you feel compelled to go cut it for them so they don't have to? When we go out of our way or feel compelled or feel led to go do an act of service, it will always get returned in ways that are unimaginable. I guess that's just one thing that I've noticed. The more acts of service you do, the more blessings that you receive. But at the same time, you need to be selfless about it. You don't want to be doing it for recognition. You need to be humble about it. Yeah, it's nice to have recognition for doing something nice. But we need to be humble about it. No, I just figured I'd throw this in there. But I got some friends from church showing up here in a couple hours. I'm going to start throwing some fajitas together. And I'll probably put that in a second video. But stay tuned. It's Tuesday evening. I'm going to try and finish this video edit real quick. And then get that uploaded. But I'll catch you guys next time. Those that ain't familiar with Utah, whenever it rains, there's usually flash floods. And it can get pretty horrendous. If you look at the bottom of these branches, you can see a lot of these are starting to lay over from the water, all the debris. But a good majority of this hike is up through the wash, and then in the slot canyons, it gets real narrow. So in those narrow spots, that water could be 5+ feet deep. 2.28 miles an hour and 8 minutes. So just over a mile, it gets rather rather narrow.